Hello YouTube, this is the Bucket coming at you today with the range report on the Smith Wesson CSX. This is a hammer-fired, aluminum-framed, steel slide, steel barrel, inspired by 1911 micro compact. Now this one's a little bit different than the SIG 938 because it's going to give you on this little pinky extension one 12+1 in the magazine, and the flush fit is going to be 10+1. You can get all the dimensions online or my first impressions video. Go ahead and check one of those. Link will be in the description down below. I went to the Goat Whisperer's Ranch with this, and this was the gun I was the most excited to shoot because I'll be honest with you, there's just some guns you put in the hand, you pick them up at the store, and you're sitting there watching TV, you're just enjoying just the way it feels, and that's kind of how I felt about this gun. So I was excited to get this puppy running. And it ran flawlessly. It ate any ammo I gave, ejected fine, everything was going fine, but I just wasn't super accurate with it. And usually, when you get to these super micro guns, the Bucket is not the best at those. He likes the subcompact, but this one had a really good grip. And I was a little sad to see that this was not, just working the way I wanted it to. And I had to take a break. I ran my Canic. I ran a Star Super A. I ran a 1906 American Eagle Luger. I was shooting fine, and I was like, man, what's going on here? And I had noticed something when I was loading. Now, some of you guys have noticed that I've had psoriasis, and so I've got some scaling and whatnot. And for me to get a sore on my fingers is not uncommon, but they were really pretty nice today. I've been working with Skyreezy, and my skin's got a lot better. I'm really excited for my next dose. And I noticed that I was really had a sore here, and I was wondering maybe I'm getting some slide bite. And what I noticed for me, and this is just me, when I've got a 1911, I have a tendency to ride my thumb on the safety. And when I was doing that, if you notice, that puts it right in line where I have this abrasion and where I have this cut. And I said to myself, man, I wonder if that pain, if just riding it is just causing me to not shoot quite as well. And so I started to shoot more directly underneath that safety, and as soon as I did that, my shots got a lot better. Because the Big Baby Bucket was singing today, I had to do some videos on my own, which meant I had to be shooting from 30 yards, which is, probably a little bit more than what this gun was designed for, so I wasn't 100%. But when I started getting my thumb underneath that safety, it pointed a little bit better. I felt a little bit better shooting it. It seemed to be on target a little bit better. To anybody that is thinking about buying a micro compact, that's that super, super, super low profile, really, really small gun. I really enjoyed this one. And of all the hammer-fired guns that I've fired, and I fired the micro, I fired the 911, I fired the 938, fired the 238, fired, the 365, fired a lot of those. If you want a hammer-fired, this is the way to go. In my opinion, if I was to carry a micro compact again, it would probably be the Ruger Max. Of all of them, that I just think I shoot that one the best. That's not that any of the rest of them are bad or wrong. I just think they're the best. But if you've got to have that hammer, if you like this battery of arms, this would be the one that I would pick up before the 938, before the Springfield, before the Kimber. This one, I just think, with the capacity, the way it feels in the hand, it's just that wider grip, I just think is better. This is the one I would go with. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments down below. Likes are always appreciated. Shares are always appreciated. And again, you stay classy, YouTube. Little Middle Baby Bucket, do you want to live in California?
No!
Why?
Because I'm not a communist.